Hi, so today I'll be reviewing the Thinkway's Chunk, Twitch, and Spark action figures released exclusively at Disney Store and ToysRus in 2010 for Toy Story 3 by Thinkway Toys. I have reviewed these guys before on my channel, but this review of all three of them might have a lot more improvements to it, like my original reviews of them. Because I have them loose, I don't have their boxes, of course, but here's what they look like. They just come in standard Toy Story 3 branded packaging. It's marked Toy Story 3. It's open box as the white, blue, and red colors. There's like try me for each of them. You can try out their features in box in stores. The bag just has a picture of the toys themselves and the features that they do. So that's really all there is to the packaging. Just standard Toy Story 3 packaging, nothing special really. So let's get on to the figures themselves. Take a look at Chunk first, out of the three. So he looks really nice. Bring it up closer so you can get a closer look. That's a nice paint detail going on. He also has a bit of wear on the back of his spikes, which is a nice detail. Also has a bunch of screw holes in the back. You guys see some articulation. The arms can bend. Wrists can move up. Well, do know the right one doesn't want to stab that well. The wrists can rotate. Waist can rotate. Legs can bend. Knees can bend. These are really decent amount of articulation, which is nice. Now for Chunk's play feature, as the box shows, that you just push a button on one of the spikes on top of his head and his face changes. I'll demonstrate that. So it's on the left side. Just push it and his face changes. Yep, happy to angry. Those rattling sounds you hear inside him, it's supposed to indicate rocks shifting, change his face. So I mean, you could do it by hand, but I don't recommend doing it because you could break the mechanism. I don't recommend doing it too, overdoing it. So it's a pretty cool feature like he has in the movie, which is nice. I just don't recommend overdoing it because you might break it. Take a look at Twitch next. If you go closer, like Chunk, he has a decent amount of detail going on. This nice scaling texture, nice skin. He's found detailing on the yellow chest armor, which is not removable. Because on the Wikipedia for Twitch it says that, you know, he's based off those He-Man figures and his yellow chest armor is supposed to be removable. This one's not, it's just molded on. Anyway, nice amount of detail on the antennas, the eyes. This is a nice orange color going on as well. We got Disney Pixar Thinkway Toys made shine for under his left foot. Got screws in the back. There's his wings. Has these strings on them, just like the Thinkway Plus Layer Talking action figures do. So the wings do pop out, that the strings keep them held on, and so they don't fall off. So I can put them back in. The wings have a decent amount of detail too. Decent amount of articulation. Has a decent amount of articulation. The arms can move, the elbows can bend, waist can rotate, so it's stiff. Waist can bend, knees can bend, the feet can bend. So he has a decent amount of articulation, just like Chunk does, which is nice. Now for Twitch's play features, as the box shows, you push down his head, you get munching action. You push down his head. So I'll demonstrate that. Pushing his head up and down, his pincers open and close, which I think you got in the movie. Another play feature he has that you see there's an outline where his abs are. Just push it and his wings should pop out. And the left one doesn't want to come out of the way. The wings look really nice. They're translucent yellow. They have nice details on them. That's nice. Here's the back view. Yeah, the left one doesn't seem to want to pop out that much compared to the right one. No biggie, really. Here's a back comparison with the Thinkway Toys Buzz Lightyear. So the wings are kind of similar. Well, now I'll show you them with the wings extended out. So here's the wings extended out. So they're kind of similar. Probably like the strings here. So if they ever do pop off here, they'll still be attached to the strings. So it's interesting on Twitch uses the same thing as the Thinkway Toys Buzz Lightyear talking action figures do with the wings. Last one we'll take a look at the set is Sparks. Like Chunk and Twitch do, he has a decent amount of detailing on him. There's really nice sticker decals on his chest, his shoulders, and on his sides. Also has the fake treads. They're just plastic, not real. He has the wheels on the bottom. He has one on each tread and one in the middle. He has Disney Pixar Thinkway Toys made in China printed under them. In the back, got fake screw holes, and that's where he changed the batteries. He needs one AA battery. Decent amount of articulation, like Chunk and Twitch do. The articulation is pretty great on this guy, like the other two have. You can turn the head, waist can rotate, the arms can bend up and down, doesn't bend out to the sides. Also, the pistons can extend. And they don't really extend in this part, though, sadly. And the dispensers are spring loaded, so they open and shut. So he has some really nice play features. I think the only complaints would be that he does not have real treads, and also he does not have any functional LED lights in his visor like he has in the movie. Now for Sparks' play feature, as the box shows, he pushes down his head and his chest lights up. To say Sparks doesn't indicate that he's one of those vintage toys. You push him forward and sparks come flying out of their chest. This one also doesn't do that because those are called for due to fire hazards. I think we use this light instead of sparks. So anyways, we get boxed, you push him down on his head and his chest lights up. And again, the box, you can't actually steal the sparking feature when you push him forward on the ground. And his chest will light up. It's supposed to replicate sparks flying out of his chest. So we'll demonstrate that. And to get to that, you have to push this wheel down on the ground hard when you roll him forward. That's what powers the light. Demonstrate that. So when you push him forward, his chest will light up. The light will flicker. It's supposed to replicate sparks shooting out his chest. I'll turn off the lights and we'll show you what it looks like in the dark. Right, lights are turned off. Now we'll show you what it looks like in the dark. And that's really all he does. For size comparison, here you have him next to Woody, Buzz, and Toy Story Collection Lotso for size comparison. And the scaling is pretty accurate. They fit pretty well. And Chunk and Sparks are shorter next to Woody and Buzz, but Twitch is close to Buzz's height, being around 12 inches. So the scaling for them is really accurate. They scale really well together. And that's all I can really say about Lotso's gang. Overall, they're really great figures and the most highly accurate versions of them we ever got released. There's no really comparison to Mattel's, really. Smaller scale, less detailed, not as many good play features as these guys have. So if you want to know where I got them off eBay in 2020 last year. I got Twitch first, then I got Chunk and Sparks. They're separate eBay listings, but they're from the same seller. They sent me both of them together. They're on the hundreds each. That's what they usually range for nowadays. And also new in box. It's a little pricey for these guys, but I think it's worth it. Because they're one of the most highly accurate versions of lots of this game we ever got released. So, I think the only complaints really about them is that Twitch's chest armor is not removable, like it says on the Wikipedia. He does not have the staff either, which some people have custom made themselves. And Sparks' complaints to be that he's not having LED lights in his eyes like in the movie. He does not shoot sparks out of his chest because, you know, those kinds of toys were called for due to fire hazards. He also doesn't have real treads either, and his pistons don't extend out all the way. Yeah, those like what's have really. I mean, I think they're worth the price. For I think it's worth it. They look really nice in your Toy Story collection, and they really scale well with Lotso and the other Toy Story figures. So if you're a fan of Lotso's gang or the Sunny State Daycare toys, I highly recommend these guys for your Toy Story collection if you're a big fan of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video review. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and feel free to leave a comment below down in the comment section. If you have any questions or any requests or anything, just let me know down in the comment section. If you want to see more video reviews and content on my channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.